This is kind of gonna be a special live stream. I have finally hit 3,000 videos on my YouTube channel. Um, I actually didn't realize until recently that I hit 3,000 videos on my channel. I haven't been keeping track, but I have finally hit 3,000 videos on my channel. So, this is a little special Q&A live stream I'm doing today. I mean, obviously, it's a regular Q&A live stream. You guys can ask me as many questions as you want, as long as they're appropriate, non-controversial, and nothing political. But I have finally hit 3,000 videos on my YouTube channel, which is a little itty bitty milestone. Typically, I would do some sort of special video on my YouTube channel, but I decided to do something different this time around. Instead of making a special video, what if I do a special live stream? And this is the special live stream for me making 3,000 videos on my YouTube channel. You know, it's a little milestone for me making 3,000 videos on my YouTube channel. But other than that, this is just gonna be a regular live stream. So if there's any questions guys would like to ask me, please ask me. I'm willing to answer any questions as long as they are appropriate, as long as they're non-controversial and they are non-political. But one thing that people have been suggesting me to do lately is to do my live streams a little bit later. I might start doing my live streams a little bit later from now on. I think starting next week, I am going to start doing my live streams a little bit later because that's what people have been asking for. So, next week, I'm going to start doing my Q&A live streams at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which would be 5 p.m. in Central Standard Time and 4 p.m. Western Central Time. Um, so next week I plan on. What's up, Amanda and John? How you doing? Um, I'm doing good. I'm just making another Q&A live stream. If you haven't noticed the title, I hit a little tiny mini milestone on my channel. I have finally made over 3,000 videos on my YouTube channel, which is crazy. 3,000 videos, that's crazy. But well, actually, I've made more than 3,000 videos now. It's probably like 3,010, 3,000, 3,000, 3,011, somewhere like that. Congrats, Joe. John from Words. Thank you, John. Thank you. But other than that little mini milestone that I've hit on my channel of me making 3,000 videos on my channel, this is just going to be a regular Q&A live stream. If you guys have any questions for me, please ask. I'm willing to answer them as long as they're non-controversial and non-political. But or you can simply ask questions about my YouTube channel as well. Because this is kind of a little bit of a special live stream because I've made 3,000 videos on my channel. But if you guys have any questions, please ask. Yeah, so if you guys have any questions for me, please ask. Please ask if you have any questions. If you guys have any questions for me, please ask. I'm willing to answer any of your guys' questions. Before the live stream popping and before people started joining, I was just saying that um, I might start moving my live streams to later times because uh, Hunter Albertson, what's your shirt say? It's South Park. Have you guys ever watched the show South Park? It's a South Park shirt. I love South Park. Yes. Hunter Albertson, yes. I love South Park. Uh I don't know if I can say I've seen every episode of South Park. Well, okay, I've seen every episode of the most recent seasons that have came out, but I can't say I've seen every single episode of South Park, though I have seen pretty much all of the popular episodes of South Park. Do you guys have any more questions for me that you want to ask? I plan on doing this live stream for an hour, so if you guys have any questions for me, please ask. But like I was saying, I'm probably going to start moving. You love football? Hunter Albertson, you love football? Yes, I do love football. I'm a big NFL fan. My favorite team is the Pittsburgh Steelers. I think I've said this on a live stream before, but I'm a big fan of all the Pittsburgh sports teams. So I'm a fan of the Pittsburgh Steelers. I'm a fan of the Pittsburgh Pirates. I'm a fan of the Pittsburgh Penguins. Any sports team that has to do with Pittsburgh, I support. Now, unfortunately, the city of Pittsburgh doesn't have an NBA basketball team, so NBA basketball is hard for me to say what my favorite team is. Excuse me, I burped. But if you had to ask me what my favorite NBA team is, I would say the Minnesota Timberwolves. That was the team that I have always gravitated to for whatever reason, even though they're like uh Hunter Albertson Kobe's. Who's Kobe's? I don't know who Kobe's is. Are you saying Kobe Bryant? Kobe Bryant, maybe? I don't know. I'm not sure. But anyways, the team that I've always gravitated to in the NBA was, okay, yeah, Kobe Bryant. Okay. The team that I have always the team that I've always gravitated to when watching NBA is the Minnesota Timberwolves. I don't know why that is, but I've always liked the Minnesota Timberwolves. And then I kind of like a couple of like historical franchises like the Chicago Bulls and the Golden State Warriors. So I would have to say those teams are my second and third favorite. Though me liking the Chicago Bulls and the Golden State Warriors is in no particular order. Um, so like I was saying, I'm probably gonna move my live streams to a little bit later of the time, because I feel like well, there's a lot of people that join at this time, but then there's a lot of people that join later. So my next week, I'm gonna start doing my live streams a little bit later. I'm gonna start live streaming at 6 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, which is 5 p.m. Central Time in the United States, and then 4 p.m. in the Western Standard Time. So everybody should be able to join the stream a little bit more. Koi Boy S2V, hi. What's up, man? How you doing? Cameron Fernandez. How are you, man? How are you? I'm doing good. How about you, Cameron Fernandez? Hunter Albertson, I liked and subbed. Thank you, Hunter Albertson. I appreciate that. Thank you for liking and subscribing to my YouTube channel. That is very much appreciated. Like I always say on these streams, please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel, and turn on all my notifications for all my videos. That's always appreciated. Also, if you do that, that will help my watch hours go up, because I need more watch hours for me to be monetized on YouTube. So that's a good thing. SLB3900. Hey, bud. What's up, man? How are you doing? Koi Boy. Do you like basketball? Yes, I do like basketball. Now, like I was explaining before... like I said before... the NBA, unfortunately, does not have a Pittsburgh basketball team. Like I was saying earlier, I support any sports team that's related to the city of Pittsburgh. But unfortunately, the NBA does not have a Pittsburgh basketball team, though there were talks about Pittsburgh possibly getting an expansion team for the NBA, but they were talking about getting an expansion team for the city of Pittsburgh, but that, they've been talking about that for years, and that hasn't happened. But if you had to ask me what my favorite NBA team is, it's the Minnesota Timberwolves. I've just always gravitated to that team. I like the colors, I like the logo, so they're my favorite. If you had to ask me what my other favorite is, I would say... if you had to ask me what my other favorites are, I would say a couple of historical franchises like the Chicago Bulls and the Golden State Warriors, but they're in no particular order, but my favorite is the Minnesota Timberwolves. And I also do play NBA 2K26, so yes, I am a basketball fan. Let's see. Hey, bud. Cameron Fernandez, what's one fun fact about you? This is something that I was explaining in my other live stream, my other Q&A live stream I did last week. I'm a big fan of history. I loved history. I loved history class. So if you guys have any history questions for me, I can answer it. SLB3900. You gay by any chance? Asking for a friend, cutie. Unfortunately, I am not gay. I'm straight. I like women. I don't really have I don't really have anything else to say about it other than I'm not gay. I'm straight. I like women. Nothing against gay people. If that's who they like, that's who they like. I'm totally fine with it, but that really doesn't have anything to do with me. I'm a man, I'm straight, I like women, so no, I'm not gay. That answers your question. Koi Boy. I'm going to Duke ACC championship game. Cool. The Duke Blue Devils are one of the greatest NCAA basketball teams. They've always been great. They've always been historically great. So, I wouldn't be surprised if you go to that ACC championship game and they win that game. Hunter Albertson, ain't no way, bro, ask you are gay. Well, yeah, people ask me that all the time, and I give them the same answer every time. Hunter Albertson, look at SLB comment. I did. Yeah. Shannon4243. Hi, what's up, man? How you doing? Shannon4243. Hello. Yeah, hello, man. What's up? Hunter Albertson, can I be a mod? No, I'm not gonna make you a mod. If I don't, this is the first day I think you've ever joined my live stream, and it's nothing against you, man. It's nothing against you, but I just don't randomly like make people. I don't randomly make people mod that I don't know. Like some of the people that are moderators in here, I know them in real life, and I'm actually friends with them in real life. Like my cousin Amanda and her husband John, who joined the stream earlier. They're my cousin, and that's my cousin's husband, so of course I know them. They're gonna be my moderators. But yeah, I typically don't make people moderators that I don't know, but I'm happy that you're fine with it. I just wanted to let you know that I don't really make people moderators that I don't know. Hunter Albertson. Yes, Elevated Vlogs is my cousin and her husband. My cousin Amanda and her husband John have a YouTube channel called Elevated Vlogs. If you have not checked out their YouTube channel, go check them out. They're great. They got way more subscribers than me, which is crazy. They almost have 10,000 subscribers. So if you wanna go subscribe to my cousin Amanda and her husband John to go get them to 10,000 subscribers, please do that. Fareen Harima, nice, thanks. Hunter Albertson, Elevated Vlogs. Yes, that is my cousin Amanda and her husband John. Elevated Vlogs, thank you for the shout out, Joe. You're welcome, guys. I will always shout you out either on my live streams or my videos. Like I said, we gotta do a collab soon. We gotta collaborate soon. Fareen Harim, okay. Hunter Albertson, hi Elevated Vlogs. Koi Boy, do you like army plane? Like, what do you mean by that? Are you talking about, like, army, like, football, army basketball, army planes? Like, what are you asking me? I mean, yes, I like the army, okay. I do like army football, and I do like army basketball, but, like, they're not my favorites. If you ask me who my favorite college football team is, it's the Pittsburgh Panthers. The Pittsburgh Panthers have always been my favorite college football team. Same thing goes for college basketball. They're my favorite college basketball team. If you had to ask my second favorite for college basketball and college football, it would be the Georgia Tech Yellow Jackets. And then after that, there's a couple of other teams I like to follow. I like to follow the Florida Gators. I like to follow the Texas Longhorns. I like to follow the App State Mountaineers. So those are a couple teams that I follow for college football and basketball. Okay, Hunter Albertson, I'll sub to them. Thank you. Thank you for subbing to my cousin Amanda and her husband John. That's appreciated. Fareen Rahim, do you play chess? No, I do not play chess. I'm more... I'm better at history than I am at chess. I probably have played, like, chess probably once or twice in my life, but I'm not good at it. I would have to say that I know more about history than I do playing chess. Koi Boy, what do you think is the biggest ACC rivalry was? Like, in college football or in college basketball? If you had to say college basketball, it would be the Duke Blue Devils and the North Carolina Tar Heels for basketball. For college football, it would be for the ACC. That's a tough answer. Yeah, basketball. Okay. So to answer your question for basketball, it would be probably the Duke Blue Devils and the North Carolina Tar Heels because they're the two greatest. They're the are Farine Harim. Are you a major at history? No, I'm not a major at history. I just know a lot about it. Obviously we learn history class in school, but I liked history so much that I did my own research for it, and so basically, I've always been a big fan of history. I've done my own research for it, and I've always been a big fan. But like I was saying about basketball, the Duke Blue Devils and the North Carolina Tar Heels are two of the greatest basketball teams in college basketball history. They're both two historically great programs, and they have a great rivalry. So, yeah, that's the greatest ACC rivalry in college basketball. But, if you had to ask me about college football, that's a tough one. That's a tough one because college football. So basically, so basically, like I could say any rivalry. Uh, uh. Okay, so David Dorwin, Rockford Realtor. Interested rates keep rising in America. We need to cut interest rates by 100, 200, or 300. I'm not sure what that guy is going on about, so yeah. I'm not sure what that guy is going on about. Farid Rahim. So what you are majoring in? I'm not majoring in anything. I'm currently not in college, so I'm not majoring in anything. Koi Boy. I knew it for basketball. Elevated Blogs. Hey Joe, got a history question for you. If you could go back in time, any era or year, what would it be and why? Oh man, what year? Uh well, honestly, I could say any year. There is so much stuff in history that I like that that's a really tough question for me. Um I mean, oh man, that's a tough question because I like so many things. I would love to go back to the 1700s and see the American Revolutionary War. I would like to go to the early 1900s and experience World War One. I would like to go back to 1939 to 1945 to experience World War Two. Um, so I mean that's a really tough question for me because I really like history and it's a tough question for me. So I don't really have an answer. Though if people, I mean, if you want an honest answer, I would probably say anything between 1776 till now to right now. So, yeah, that's my answer. I mean, I don't really have an answer, but yeah, that's my answer. Anyways, do you guys have any more questions for me that are reasonable, that are non-controversial, and that are non-political related? Also, if you have any questions about my YouTube channel or, history in general, please ask. If you're wondering what I'm drinking Coca-Cola. So, do you guys have any more questions for me? Uh, show the poster that is behind you. What poster? Um, so if you're asking about this, uh, this right here is a drawing that I did in art class of Ringo Starr. So this is a drawing of Ringo Starr that I did in art class in high school. And then this other thing right here is a drawing that I did in art class in high school. It's supposed to be a picture of personification, and I did the personification of America, the United States of America. And then over here, over here is another thing I did. Right here, this is a comic strip that I did in high school. Basically, if you don't know anything about my YouTube channel, I'm a big fan of Thomas and Friends, and I've always been a big fan of Thomas and Friends since I was a little kid. And in art class in high school, I decided to make a comic book strip of a magazine story that was made in a Thomas and Friends magazine story. Now, if you don't know about Thomas and Friends magazine stories, they're non-canon stories to the show or to the movies or to anything. So they're non-canon. But I did this magazine story for this comic book strip I made. The story is called Special Service. So I mean, if you want to look up that magazine story for yourself, you can go to fandom.com and go to the Thomas and Friends wiki, and you can look up the magazine story. It's the basic plot of the story is it's basically about this double-decker bus that's not bulgy, but it's a different double-decker bus that starts bullying Birdie the bus because he's too small. And then he realizes that he needs Birdie the bus because he's small enough to fit through tunnels because he gets stuck in a tunnel. And then the Fat Controller, Sir Topham Hatt, sends the evil double-decker bus away. So that's what that story is about. If you want to look it up for yourself, just go to fandom.com and look up the Thomason wiki and just look up Special Service. Fareen Rahim. So you are good at art. Yes, I am pretty good at art. That's another class in high school besides history class I liked. I really did like art class. I did like art class. Art class was pretty cool. Coy boy, I got a historical question of you. If there was any modern thing that you have right now, what would you switch it out for any year? Like, okay, I gotta really think about this question now because I got a historical question. If there was any modern thing that you have right now, what would you switch it out for from any era, or year? Um, uh, that's a tough question. That's a really good question. That's a tough question. Um, I would probably like. I think most people would probably be agreeing with this if they grew up in like the 1980s and the 1990s, but they probably would want to switch their rotary phone with a smartphone. So instead of having like smartphones in like uh the late 2000s, they probably would want to switch it to having smartphones in the late 18 like the late 8 like the late 1980s and the early 1990s. I think that's what a lot of people would switch for. um Another thing that I probably would switch is I would probably switch a air fryer for a microwave. So instead of the microwave being invented first, I would want the air fryer to be invented first because I think honestly the air fryer is better than the microwave. It's the air fryer is just basically like a mini oven. So if you want to cook something quick, you just go to your air fryer and cook it. So yeah, Hunter Albertson, I finally found your channel again. I finally found your channel again. Well, thank you, Hunter Albertson. I mean, you're subscribed to my YouTube channel, so if you turn on all the notifications for all my videos, you should get a notification whenever a new video on my channel comes out. Koi Boy, I would switch my car for a Mustang 1986. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's another thing that a lot of people would want to do is switch out their current car for an older car. Like, you know, a lot of people would probably be like, a lot of people would probably switching their, you know, their crappy car for like a 1969 Dodge Charger as an example. So, yeah, I can see that. Hunter Albertson. Oh, yeah, Hunter Albertson. You said you subscribed to my YouTube channel earlier. If you turn notifications on for all my videos, then you will always be notified for all my videos. And you should see my channel every day. Because I pretty much post like every day. Well, not every day. I do take days off. Like, I take Thursday and Sunday off. But Thursdays lately have been me doing live streams like this. Okay. So, do you guys have any more questions for me? Anything that is non-controversial and non-political? If you guys have any... Oh, JP Clips, yes. Hunter Albertson, yes. What's your guys' questions? Please ask. Uh, 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 okay, so Bad Vibes 1101. You lose your teeth drinking Coke. That was, well, that wasn't the main reason. I mean, I would say that was one of the reasons. The main reason why I lost my teeth, and I have explained it in the comments of my videos, and I have talked about it in my live streams before. I have lost my teeth due to genetics. My dad had the same problem that I did. It's a genetic disorder that runs in my family. We just have really bad teeth, so that's how I lost my teeth. But yes, me not taking care of my teeth and me drinking Coca-Cola are two reasons. They're two reasons. JP Clips, unemployment epidemic. Yes, there is a big unemployment epidemic in America right now. For whatever reason, jobs don't want to hire people right now. It's a big problem. Hunter Albertson, what do you play? What do I play? I do gaming live streams on my YouTube channel every Tuesday. My next gaming stream, I can't say for sure that this game is going to be played because, like, there's still people voting on what game they would like me to play next for my gaming stream on Tuesday. But the next game I plan on playing on my live stream, and that's if it wins the vote, it looks like it's going to be Roblox. So right now it seems like people want me to play Roblox. But if you ask me what my favorite games that I play are, I play sports games and I play first person shooters. So I play sports games like the NFL, NFL Madden, college football, basketball, baseball, hockey, pretty much any sports game that's in the main franchise I play. And then for first person shooters, I play games like Sniper Elite, Battlefield, and Call of Duty. Fareem Harim, where are you from? I am from 45 minutes away from Erie, Pennsylvania, and 2 hours away from Buffalo, New York. So I live in the Western New York area. You could probably figure out where I live from there. I'm not doxing myself. But, you can just take a look at my YouTube videos. I don't post my address on YouTube or anywhere online, so I'm not going to dox myself. But in my videos, I do say where I live. But, you could take a guess where I live. 45 minutes away from Erie, Pennsylvania, and out 2 hours away from Buffalo, New York. You can take a guess where I live. Coy boy, I broke my finger today at school. Well, fuck, I'm sorry to hear that, man. I hope you go to the hospital and get that figured out. That sounds pretty bad. JP Clips, PCP. Yep, I don't know what that means. I don't care. Bad Vibes 1001. Meth? No, I didn't lose my teeth due to meth, but I'm not answering your question. You meth pipe. Okay. Okay, Fareem Mareem, how is the weather there? The weather in Western New York right now, for the past week and a half, we've had some good weather. We were up in the mid 60s, low 70s, but it did rain a lot. Though now we're starting to get back down in the cold weather again. Currently, right now, it's 30 degrees outside, and we are currently in a wind advisory, so it's pretty cold and it's pretty windy outside. Hunter Albertson, what game do you play? I play Madden 26, I play NHL 26, I play NBA 2K26, I play MLB 26. I play any sports game, any main sports game of main like sports. I also play first person shooters like Sniper Elite, Battlefield, and Call of Duty. Bad Vibes 1001. Oh, okay. Hunter Albertson, look at the top comment. That's your real name. Huh? Uh, look, Hunter Albertson, look at the top comment. That's your real name? No, my real name, well, okay. I have never said my real name on my YouTube channel. I've never said my real name or my legal name, but I do. People call me Joe. People call me Joey. I like to be called Joey. That's my nickname. It's always been my nickname. I've never said my legal or my real name on my YouTube channel, just because typically people don't call me that. Typically, people don't call me by my real name or my legal name. Either people call me Joey or Joe, but my real name, I'm not going to say what my real name is, and I'm not going to say what my legal name is, but if you would like to call me Joey, you can call me that, or if you would like to call me Joe, you can call me Joe. But all I can say is Joey and Joe are nicknames of my real name and my legal name. So, yes. What's up, Jeffrey? Thank you for sharing my stream. I appreciate it. Uh, Fareen Harim, I will teach you chess. We will have a match. Okay, cool. Um, uh, do you have autism? Do you have autism? No, I do not have autism. I do not have autism, but I do have ADHD, so I do have a hyperactivity disorder. I would say that because I have ADHD, I'm more on the high functioning autism, but I don't really like to say that. But that's what their doctors describe it as. They describe it as high functioning autism, but I don't have autism, but I do have ADHD. 911 991 troll, 100% he does. No, I do not have autism. I have ADHD. Autism and ADHD are two different things. Yes, they're on the spectrum, but they're two different spectrums. I'm more of a higher functioning autism, so that's what doctors describe it as. I'm not a doctor, so I can't say, but yeah. Uh, uh, Koi Boy. Bye, Koi Boy. I hope you enjoyed my live stream. I appreciate that. Uh, KBNG. KBNG. Don't say that. Definitely not Glep. Now. Um, Definitely not Glep. I like your name, bro. It seems like you like Smiling Friends, and I love Smiling Friends as well, if that's the case. Definitely not Glep. Call you Joseph or Brochip. Uh, well, honestly, you just said my real and my legal name, so good guess. But I like to be called Joey. I like to be called Joe. Well, I like to be Joey. That's my nickname. My nickname is Joey. That's what people always call me by. My mom calls me that. My dad calls me that. My stepdad calls me that. My grandparents call me that. My aunt and uncle call me that. Everybody calls me Joey because I don't really go by my legal name. I don't go by my real name. I go by my nickname, which is Joey. And if you want to know the reason for that, there's a really special reason. The reason why I do that is because my grandfather on my dad's side, his name was Joseph, and I have always I know my dad I know my dad really did that to pay respect to his father, and that's why he called me Joseph, but I've always felt it's like disrespectful, and it's very disrespectful. But like it's not disrespectful, but like I just don't like to use his name. Like that was his name. My grandfather on my dad's side, his name was Joseph, and I felt like, well, why should I take his name? That was his name. I know my dad called me that to pay respect out of his father, but I feel like I should differentiate myself from him, so that's why I'm called Joey. Uh, KBNG. I also don't know how to play chess. Seems like everyone around me knows how to play. I've only played chess like once or twice in my life. I'm not really the biggest fan of chess. Definitely not Glep. VOJ, your mom needs to stop calling me. Um, KBNG. By the way, my boy Big Bungie. What's up? I'm not sure who that is, but I'm shouting him out. Uh, okay. Um, okay. Golden Nugget Gaming 01. It's Darius. What's up? What's up, Darius? I hope you have been enjoying my live stream so far. Please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel, to turn all my notifications on, to get all my videos, and to, see my live streams. JD Strogan. Joey, just letting you know I have autism, and Mosack, I hope I'm saying that right. Mosack Downs. Okay. Yeah, like I said, I already knew that, Jeffrey. I read the description of your YouTube channel, so I know that you have autism, and I know that you have Mosack Downs. But like I said, I'm not a doctor. I can't explain that type of stuff really well. But like I said before, I have ADHD, which is a higher functioning autism, as doctors say. I don't know how true that is, but that's what the doctors say. Fareem, want to be friends, Joey? Yes, we are friends. If you like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel, and turn my notifications on for all my videos, and keep joining my live streams to help me get my my watch hours up, so we can be monetized, so I can be monetized on YouTube. So yes, if you want to be friends, with me like that, that would be cool, because if you like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel, turn on my notifications for all my videos, and join my live stream, you will be my friend, because you will be continuing to talk to me on the comments of my YouTube videos, and you will be continuing to comment on my chat and my live stream. So yes, we can be friends like that. Mr.Steal_your taco. Joey Gums. I explained it earlier in the video. So basically, I have explained this before in comments of my videos and in the live stream. The reason why I don't have any teeth is because of genetics. My real dad had the same issues that I had. So I've had genetics. It's a genetic issue. That's why I lost my teeth. My dad had the same problem. He lost his teeth at the same age as me. We just had really bad genetics with teeth. So, yeah, basically, it's genetics. It's genetics. Futanar Eyeboy. Naruto creator Masashi Kishimoto just passed away. RIP. Oh, I'm sorry to hear that. I did not know he passed away. I've been doing this live stream for like the past 46 minutes or 48 minutes, so I haven't been taking a look at my phone. So it's sad to see him pass. I'm not really the biggest fan of anime, so I'm not very versed in like Naruto or all that stuff. I just never got into anime as a kid, and I'm not into anime now, so. But I know who he is. He did some great work with Naruto, so it's sad to see him pass. Rest in peace. Kurosaki, bro, why you got grandpa level jaw? Like I explained before, the reason why I don't have any teeth is because it was a genetic issue. My real dad had the same issue from like me. He lost his teeth at a young age. I lost my teeth at a young age. Just bad genetics. You can't help you had bad genetics. That's something that you inherit at birth. So that's something that I couldn't really control. Jeffrey, I am named after my dad and my great grandfather. My dad's side is named Joe. Nice. Mr. Steele _ your tacos. Best sloppy toppy on earth. Yeah, I'm gonna give some women a lot of sloppy toppy, if you know what I mean. Kurosaki, bro, then how do you eat? There's some things that I can eat with my teeth, and there's some things I can't eat without my teeth. When I mean my teeth, I have dentures. I just don't like to wear them all the time, and the doctor said do not wear them all the time because they're not good for your gums and they're not good for your jaws. You're only supposed to wear them when you're eating stuff. I don't wear basically like basically like I don't wear my dentures 100% of the time. I only wear them when I feel like it, or I wear them when I really need to eat something, but yes, I have dentures so I can eat. Can you pronounce my name correctly? It's Fareen Rahim. I'm sorry if I'm butchering your name, man. I'm not trying to say your name incorrectly. I'm not trying to be rude about it. Like, it's just like, I'm not good with names. I'm sorry. I'm not good with names. I'm sorry. Kurosaki, watch One Piece. It will change your life. Like I said, I really never got into anime as a kid. It was just something that I never really got into. And I know a lot of those Japanese and Chinese and those Korean shows, they have like a bunch of seasons. So, yeah. Kurosaki, bro, can you show us wearing them? So cool. I've never saw something like that. Kurosaki. Kurosaki. I could definitely do that. Sometimes you see me wearing my dentures in videos, depending if I'm wearing them that day. Like, sometimes I wear my dentures for, basically like I wear my dentures sometimes. Basically like I wear my dentures in some of my food reviews. If you pay attention, you can see them, but some people can't see them, so it's okay. Kurosaki, adults watch anime too. Just try it. That changed my life too. I can't really say this is anime. It's not really anime, and it's not really hentai. It's more of like a visual novel. It's a visual novel. It's a dating rejection sim. But has anybody heard of Class of '09? The reason why I started watching gameplay of Class of '09 is because for whatever reason it was being recommended on my TikTok. And it was becoming very popular on TikTok. So I tried watching it on YouTube, and I found a full gameplay of it, and I thought it was interesting. Though I don't know if that counts as anime or not. Probably doesn't, but I don't know. Mr. Steele _ your tacos _ Try to pronounce my name, please. A carb zib bidtote. Bidtote. I'm sorry if I butchered that name. Like I said, I'm not good with names. Jeffrey, I noticed you used to watch Jay Station or something because I still support him after all the controversies that happened with him. Yes, I used to watch J Station. I used to watch J Station at the beginning of my YouTube channel. And then he did something unforgivable on YouTube. The thing that was unforgivable that he did on YouTube was he decided to fake his own girlfriend's death on YouTube for views. And that's not right. You shouldn't be doing that. Like, if you're gonna fake your friend's death for views, that's fucked up. J Station is a fucked up individual for doing that. So, I mean, yeah, I can forgive him now. That was like years ago. I forgive him for that. I'm over that, but at the time he did something really fucked up. I used to watch him. I made a couple of videos on him at the beginning of my YouTube channel, but I don't really talk about him on my YouTube channel anymore, and I don't watch him anymore. Though I do know that he's back on YouTube now. He's kind of doing like the creepy, like uh, creepy paranormal, how do I say it? Creepy paranormal true crime stuff now. Uh, Faree Harim, will you be streaming every day? No, I do not stream every day. There have been people telling me that I should stream every day. I don't know if I'm gonna do it every day, because I do make a lot of videos throughout the week. So I do post a lot of content throughout the week, and I also do post a couple of live streams per week. I do a gaming live stream on Tuesdays, and then I do a Q&A stream on Thursdays. You might be able to catch me do a live stream on Saturday maybe if I want to do one, but it's typically Tuesday and Thursdays for live stream. Though if you guys would like to join tomorrow, I plan on doing a live stream for Friday the 13th. So if you would like to join my Friday the 13th live stream, that would be pretty cool. My Bulls in Shay. I love your streams, bro. Go Steelers. Go Steelers. I'm happy that you like my stream. Please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. And turn on the notifications for all my videos. And keep joining my live streams and keep joining the chat. That would be appreciated. My Bulls itchy. Please don't fake your girlfriend's death. Yes, I never plan on doing that. But that's what J Station did. That's what J Station. Yes, that's what J Station did. J Station faked his own. He faked his own girlfriend's death for views. So that was fucked up. Brandon, cool shirt. Thank you. Jeffrey, the scary eat. It's J Station's new channel since. Yeah, yes, I did. I watched one of his new videos, or maybe two. No, I think one. I watched a new video. I only watched his new video of him explaining the whole situation with YouTube, but other than that, I haven't watched his YouTube channel. I'm too old for J Station's content now. And if I want to watch a true crime YouTube channel, I would be watching Nick Crawley, because Nick Crawley is one of the best. He's one of the best at doing that type of stuff. So Nick Crawley for me. Do you play baseball? I used to play baseball when I was younger. Well, it wasn't really baseball, it was t-ball. I played t-ball when I was younger. I think I was like 5, 6, 7 when I played t-ball. but I haven't played baseball since. So yes, I did play baseball for a little bit, but I haven't played baseball for a really long time. Though, though, though I do play MLB baseball for like sports games. Mybel's Inchy, that's messed up, man. Yes, it really is messed up. I couldn't believe that J Station did that, but he did. He faked his own girlfriend's death for views. And then he would also do that Ouija board shit where he would like talk to people from the dead. I remember a week after somebody died, I think he did a Ouija board video on Mac Miller, and he did a Ouija board video on Etika. And he literally did that Ouija board video after a week after that Etika, and then um he 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 did those Ouija board videos they were fucked up too. JOWTTD, have you heard of Mo Sargi? I think I've heard of him. Mo Sargi. I'm trying to think. Does that name ring a bell for me? I'm trying to remember who Mo Sargi is. I think I know who he is. I'm pretty. Isn't he that famous TikToker? I'm pretty sure he is. I'm currently looking up on my YouTube right now who Mo Sargi is because Mo Sargi. Mo Sargi. Okay, no, I haven't watched. Yeah, I haven't. Sorry, Jeffrey, I haven't watched Mo Sargi. I haven't watched Mo Sargi's content. That might have been a little bit after J Station, probably. Astronomical aviation. I faked my own girlfriend's death reviews once, and only I didn't fake it. Okay, that's kind of crazy. I faked my own girlfriend's death reviews once, only I didn't fake it. Okay, that's weird. That's weird. Nope. Nope, 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 nope. Yep, nope. Spidey17, you from America? Yes, I am from America. I was born in the United States of America in the year of 2004. I'm currently 21 years old, but on March 23rd of 2026, I will be turning 22. I will probably do a live stream for my birthday, so if you would like to show up for that, that would be cool. Unless if I'm doing something for my birthday. If I'm doing something for my birthday, then there probably won't be no live stream on my YouTube channel. But, you know, it would be a pretty cool live stream if everybody came in and celebrated my birthday. I don't know how many people on YouTube actually do that, celebrate their birthday on YouTube. But yes, I am from America. So yes, I am from America. I currently live in the state of New York, in Western New York. Damn, might be hard to live in a might be hard to live in a joke of a country with Trump. Astronomical abbreviation, happy birthday. Well, it's not my birthday yet, but thank you for the early birthday wishes. I appreciate that. My birthday is not until March 23rd. Spidey, advance happy birthday, bro. Thank you. I appreciate it. Thank you for the early happy birthday wishes. Thank you. So do you guys have any more questions for me? Do you guys have any more questions for me that are non-controversial and that are non-political related? Spidey, may you have a blessed day. You too, man. Bless you too. I hope you have a great day. Also, don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel and turn on notifications for all my videos. That would be appreciated. Also, keep joining my live streams and joining the chat. That would be appreciated too. And help me get my watch hours up so I can be monetized on YouTube. That would be appreciated as well. 13 Ray sleep stream. Never have thought about doing a sleep stream before. I know there are people on YouTube that do that, but I've never thought about it. But I might put that on the list of suggestions for things that people want me to do on stream, so I definitely gives a thumbs up to that. 13Y, it would help your watch hours. Okay. That's definitely some good advice. Thank you for that. I'll definitely write that down as a suggestion. I'll definitely write that down. JP Clips, are you Russian? No, I'm American. I was born in America. I was born in the States of America in the year of 2004. My birthday is March 23rd, and I will be turning 22 this month. Though, my parents have told me my parents have told me that my heritage is German. My heritage is German, Dutch, Italian, and my grandparents told me that I have a little teeny tiny bit of Russian in me, but I don't know the percentages. I don't know the percentage of how much of German I am. I don't know the percentage of how much of Italian that I am. I don't know the percentage of how much Dutch I am. I don't know the percentage of how much Russian I am. So, I don't know. I wear South Park PJs too, ha. Yeah, I love South Park. I love South Park. I love that show. 13Y, 22 nice. Yep, I'm going to be turning 22 here in a couple weeks. Oh, excuse me, I'm burping. You look Russian. You look Russian. I'm not, like I said, I have like a teeny tiny bit of Russian in me. I don't know what the percentage is, so I can't really tell you. Show me your room. Okay. I could do like a quick, like, little room tour, I guess. I can do a quick little room tour if people want to see. So, everybody over here asks me about this stuff all the time. So, this is, I think I got this either for my birthday or for Christmas. It's just a little, like, baseball thing. And then here is a framed picture of, like, cards, you know. I collect baseball, football, basketball, WWE cards. I also collect Pokemon as well. And then this was the comic strip that I was talking about earlier in the stream, about how this is based off of Thomas and Friends, the Thomas and Friends magazine story. Now, this magazine story is not officially canon to the franchise, but if you want to look up this magazine for yourself, just go to fandom.com and go to the Thomas and Friends wiki, and they will tell you more about the magazine story. And the magazine story is called Special Service. 13Y, do you have the autism or ADHD? Just wondering. Thank you for the question. I have ADHD. I don't have autism, but I do have ADHD. My doctor diagnosed me with it at, I believe, 6 years old. I could have been younger, but yeah, I have ADHD. Thank you for asking. So, this is a picture of Ringo Starr. Of course, I had to rip it to keep it on my goddamn wall. Do you take meds for it? No, I don't take meds for ADHD anymore. I used to when I was younger. When I started taking meds when I was 6 years old, and then they started weaning me off of it. So I took meds for ADHD for a year, and then I took meds for a half a year, and then I took like half med. I took half of a pill for 1 year, and then I think I got off of them at like 8 years old. Ritalin and Adderall. Yeah, it's intense. Here's another picture. This is the personification picture I was talking about earlier. It's basically a personification of America. Um, here's here's a couple of pennants. Here's a pennant for my favorite NFL team, the Pittsburgh Steelers. Here's a pennant for the Pittsburgh Pirates, I mean, which is a baseball team. Another pennant for the Steelers. Uh, and then this is a thing that I did to make a T-shirt. If you don't know who the Boston Yanks are, that's okay, because the Boston Yanks they're basically like they're a defunct NFL team that used to play in the early days of the NFL before the AFC and the NFC. So yes. And then, here's a poster for Texas Chainsaw. Here's a picture of Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the game. I played this game. It's really fun. Here's a poster for that. And then here's another thing for a T-shirt. I did another defunct NFL team, the Akron Indians, that used to play in the early days of the NFL before the AFC and the NFC. Here's a picture of Mean Gene Okerlund that is signed. He's basically a professional wrestling commentator, announcer, interviewer. And then here's a couple of wrestling belts on my wall. And then, here's a bunch of video games I have. A bunch of video games that I have. And then here's some more pictures. This is a painting of Rick Sanchez from Rick and Morty. A lot of people say this one is weird, but it's basically a realistic painting of Mike Judge that looks really weird. And then here's a picture of Evil Superman. I got a lot of video games. Here's a shelf full of books. And then here's some of my gaming stuff. So here I got a PS5 and I got an Xbox 360. I got a PlayStation 3. I got a Mac computer. I got a PS2. If you would like to know that I have all the PS systems because I'm a big fan of the PS2. And then here's a shelf full of DVDs that I have. I got a lot of DVDs, and that's basically my room. And here, of course, here's my TV. But, yeah, basically, that's basically my room. That's basically my room. I hope you enjoyed looking at my room. I hope you guys enjoy my room. But, yeah, that's my room tour. I hope everybody... Oh, boy. I hope everybody enjoyed my room tour. That's the tour of my room. I hope everybody enjoyed. So I got a lot of video games. I got a lot of books. I got a lot of movies. My room is painted yellow and black for the Pittsburgh Steelers. So yeah, I got a lot of stuff. But I hope you enjoyed the little mini room tour of my room. Do you guys have any other questions that are... Do you... I worked at Little Caesars for a couple years. I worked at Little Caesars for 2 years, and then I quit that. Well, I didn't quit. I Well, I did quit, but I put my 2 week notice in, and then I left, and then I got a new job at a school as a janitor slash cleaner, and I did that for about 6 months, and I couldn't do that anymore. That job, that job had good benefits, but it just didn't work for me, like, travel wise. And now right now I'm kind of doing my own thing right now, trying to find a job, doing this, doing that. The workforce is kind of weird right now because for whatever reason they're not hiring people. I don't know how that is, but they're not hiring people. Uh, um, what type of book that you like? I like, I like, my favorite type of books. Okay, I like I like R.L. Stein. I like the Goosebumps books. I like Stephen King, so I like horror books. I like history books that have a historical narrative to it, so I like history books. I like the Diary of the Wimpy Kid series, and I collect a bunch of comic books. A lot of the other ones were comic books. So yeah. Let's see. How many Cokes do you drink? I drink 3 Cokes per day, and I know a lot of people say, "Well, Joey, you shouldn't be doing that." But I mean, 3 Cokes are okay. The daily megagrams of caffeine that you have to have per day is 400, and mine is definitely under 400. I only drink like 100 milligrams of caffeine per day. So, I mean, the highest you can go with caffeine per day is 400 milligrams of caffeine, and if you go over that, then you're going to have serious problems. And the daily limit for how much caffeine you should drink per week is 3,200 milligrams of caffeine per week. I'm only drinking, like, I think 1,800 milligrams of caffeine per week, if I think. So, yeah. That's how I drink 3 cans of Coke per day. Sometimes on an off day, I might drink 1 or 2, but typically 3. I don't drink a lot. I don't go crazy. Bulge. Are you with your parents? Yes, I am with my parents. They're pretty cool. I love my parents. Yes, I love my parents. My parents are pretty cool. What the fuck? Oh man, I'm not answering that question because that question is weird. Curtis Knight, must be nice not having teeth. All I can say is there's advantages of having teeth, and then there's advantages of not having teeth. The advantage of having teeth is that you have teeth. The advantage of not having teeth is you don't have to worry about going to the dentist ever again. You don't have to worry about cavities. You don't have to worry about getting your teeth pulled. You don't have to worry about that stuff ever again if you get all your teeth pulled and you have dentures. Also, another thing that people don't realize is that full implants are really expensive. Like, full implants are about $30,000. So they're expensive. And if you want a partial implant, it's like $15,000. So it's really expensive. Curtis Knight, what's your secret? I'm not telling what my secret is. You're gonna have to guess your secret. You gotta guess your secret. You gotta guess my secret for yourself. You're never gonna guess my secret, so don't even try. Curtis Knight, damn. J Clips, yeah, they are. Yeah, I've actually told people this. I told people this, but I'm like, if you really think about it, if you have no teeth, then you think teeth are overrated because with teeth, you have to do so much stuff to take care of them. And then, you know, if you get a cavity, you have to go to the dentist and you got to do this, do that. Yeah, I don't have to worry about that anymore. And like I said earlier in the stream, Coca-Cola is one of the reasons why I lost my teeth. And me taking care of them is another reason. But that wasn't the main reason. The main reason why I lost my teeth is because of my genetics. My dad had the same problem as me, and I inherited him from him, and yes. Okay, bye, bro. Thank you for joining the stream, man. I hope you enjoyed it. Please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel, and turn on all my notifications. That would be a really appreciated. J Clips, what state are you in? I live in the state of New York. I live in Western New York. I live 45 minutes away from Erie, Pennsylvania, and I live 2 hours away from Buffalo, New York. That should give you like a basic estimation of where I live, but I do post on my videos where I live. I obviously I don't say my address or where I actually live. Because I'm not going to dox myself, but I just say the town that I live in. I'm from Miami, Florida. Cool. I have never visited Miami. Hopefully someday I can visit, though. Hopefully someday I can visit. So, do you guys have any more questions for me that... Hold on. Oh, Miami, Florida sucks? Yeah, you guys over there in Miami, Florida must have a lot of crime if it sucks. But anyways, so do you guys... yeah. So do you guys have any more questions for me? Anything that's not controversial or not political related? Cool. So, do you guys have any more questions for me? Victor, baby oil or coconut oil? What kind of question is that? Are you asking me which one is better to use, or, you know? I would say, yeah, like, what the fuck is this question? Like, are you asking me if I use them, or are you asking me which one is better? Like, what? I mean, if you're asking me which one is better for your skin, I would go with the coconut oil. The coconut oil is better for your skin. The baby oil, yeah. What is the color of your eyes? My color of my eyes is green, but then again, I never know what the hell my eye color is, so I'm going to say green. Weird people here. Thank you. Yes, there is a lot of weird people that join my live streams. I have noticed that a lot, that there is a lot of people, a lot of weird people that join my streams, and a lot of trolls and haters that come to my stream. I don't know why, but they do. If I try to ignore the haters and the trolls, and for the weird people, well, they can just continue being weird, because, yeah, they're weird. Alright, guys. Your eyes are cool. Thanks, man, I appreciate it. I'm happy that you like my eyes. But, yeah. JP clips, just don't listen to them. I don't listen to the trolls or the haters. Now, for the weird people, I don't even know what to say about them, bro. They're just weird. BD, don't worry about the haters. Keep being a boss. I am the boss. I'm the boss of this damn live stream. JP clips, do you drive? No, unfortunately I do not drive. Here in New York, it's very hard to get a driver's license for some reason. Here in New York, they make it so difficult to get a goddamn driver's license. I'm like, what the fuck? How do people even drive in this state? Like, Jesus. JP Clips, why? Do you drive and why? Why I don't drive? The reason I don't drive is I haven't passed the driven test. They make the driven test difficult. Like, the driven test is difficult. Like, I have my learner's permit. I have passed the written test. It's just the actual driving test. No, I mean, why is it difficult? It's difficult because they fail you for a different reason every time. Like, there's a different reason. Like, so I go for my first test, they fail you. They fail you for a different reason. You go for your second test, they fail you for another reason. Each time they come up with a new reason to fail you. I'm like, how is anybody supposed to get their license if you fail you for a different reason every time? And they make it difficult here. They just make it difficult to be difficult. You're so cool. I love your streaming. Thank you. I appreciate it. What's the process for getting a license? The process of getting a license in New York State is first you got to get your learner's permit and you got to pass the written test. And then after that, after that, you have to take a 5-hour course. You got to take a 5-hour course of, it's basically, the 5-hour course is just basically driving safety or whatever. And then, then you go and take the driven test, which is the hardest part. Here in New York, they make the driven test so difficult. They fail you for a different reason each time. It's hard to get a license in New York State. True. What the fuck? What's your favorite kind of food? My favorite kind of food? What's your favorite kind of food? My favorite kind of food, I like chicken. I like pizza. I like tacos. I like any food possible. I like any food possible, so I'm definitely a foodie. But if you ask me my favorite, I would say chicken, pizza, and tacos. How many attempts did you get at a license? So the first 2 times in New York, the first 2 times you take it, it's free. And then anything after the second time, you gotta pay a $10 fee to take the driven test again. That's how New York makes their money. Zeb Cohen, 8231. We love you, Joey. Thank you, Zeb. Hey, Zeb has joined my live stream, my old friend from school. What's up, Zeb? I didn't think you would join my live stream, but thank you for joining. I appreciate it. Alright, guys. So, do you guys have any more questions for me that are non-political and non-political related and non-controversial related? Do you guys have any more questions for me? Oh my god, you remember me? That's so cool. Yes, I do remember you, Zeb. I do remember Zeb Cohen from school. I do remember. I never forget a friend from school. What's your favorite food? My favorite food, I think I answered it a few minutes ago, but my favorite food is chicken, pizza, tacos. I'm a foodie. I'll literally eat anything, but, yeah. I would say chicken, pizza, and tacos are my favorite foods, really. But I'll eat anything because I'm a foodie. And if you have not subscribed to my YouTube, Zeb, I would definitely recommend you to subscribe to my YouTube channel. So please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. Turn on the notifications for all my videos, Zeb. I would very much appreciate that. What time will you be streaming tomorrow? I plan on streaming for Friday the 13th. And I don't know. I'm just, I mean, I'm subbed. I've been subbed for years. Well, thank you, Zeb. I appreciate you for subbing. I appreciate that. I thank you for that. What time will I be streaming tomorrow? I will be streaming for Friday the 13th. And I also tomorrow, like, I got a Friday Night SmackDown news video to do. And I also got a short film I gotta do. So I'll probably be streaming around the time that I started today. About 2 p.m. 2 p.m. East Coast Standard Time. 1 p.m. Central Standard Time, and 12 a.m. Western Standard Time. So East Coast 2 p.m., Central Coast 1 p.m., and West Coast 12 a.m. For other people in other countries, I'm not too sure. No. I don't make short films. I review short films. Geneve _ 011. I do not make short films, but I do review short films on my YouTube channel. So I do short film reviews on YouTube. I make short film reviews. I make fan film reviews. I do food reviews. I do movie reviews. I do wrestling news videos. I do predictions and reactions for wrestling. I got a lot of content on my YouTube. Oh yeah, I also make lost media videos too. I make a lot of content on my YouTube channel. You'll notice that about me really quick. Geneve _ 011. Love your background, by the way. Thank you. I appreciate that. My room is painted black and gold for the Pittsburgh Steelers because I'm a big Pittsburgh Steelers fan. You can tell by the banners on my wall. What do you think of Cody Rhodes as champion again? Exhausting. I agree with that statement. I was happy that Cody Rhodes had won the WWE Championship again. But I was hearing that Cody Rhodes and Drew McIntyre already knew that Cody was going to re-win the title again. Like, Cody and Drew McIntyre knew, like, at the beginning of February, before the Elimination Chamber, that Cody Rhodes was going to win the title again. I'm like, bro, nobody knows what they are doing for WrestleMania, bro. Nobody knows what they're doing. Like, WrestleMania this year has been a shit show. Nobody knows what they're doing. Nobody knows what's planned, what isn't. At this point, I don't really care about Cody Rhodes versus Randy Orton. I mean, the only thing I hope for is Randy Orton wins the goddamn title at this point. Because, you know why? Because, in my opinion, I think the WWE Championship match at WrestleMania should have been a multi-man match. It should be Drew McIntyre, Cody Rhodes, Randy Orton, Jacob Fatu. There was even a point they were saying that it could be a fatal five-way where they have Aleister Black be involved because he was feuding with Aleister Black. So, yeah, I'm pretty exhausted with Cody Rhodes, too. I think Cody Rhodes should have kept chasing to WrestleMania. Zeb Cohen. It's great talking, Joey. Have a great rest of your day. Thank you, Zeb. I appreciate that. Thank you. I love the color of your shirt. Thank you. It's a South Park shirt. I love South Park. So, do you guys have any more questions for me? Any more questions that are non-controversial and that are non-political? Does anybody have any more questions for me? I'm probably going to end off the live stream here soon. I've gone over what I wanted to do today, but hey, everybody wanted to do the Q&A. Do you watch AEW? Yes, I used to watch AEW. I don't anymore. I haven't watched AEW since like probably mid 2022. In my opinion, I think the AEW product has gone downhill. There, I okay. I don't hate AEW. I'm not an AEW hater, but I think that AEW could be doing better as a company. I feel like that AEW could do better with their storytelling. And AEW puts way too much focus on having great matches, having great wrestlers, and they don't really focus on the story. They only care about the great matches and the great wrestlers. I mean, yes, you can have a great match. Yes, you can have great wrestlers in a match. But it doesn't fully come together if you don't have a great story, too. I just don't think the storytelling of AEW has been very good. And I'm not currently watching the product of AEW. And this just might be me, but I've always been more of a WWE fan than AEW. I've been watching WWE since like 2012. I've been watching, I've been watching WWE for like 14 years at this point. So it's not really a bias thing. I just really think that AEW could do better with the storytelling. And I think that AEW could do better in general. No hate towards AEW. I just constructive criticism wise, I think they should do better with their storytelling. Alright guys, so do you guys have any more questions for me before I end off the stream? I plan on ending the stream in 4 minutes. 4 minutes. I plan on ending the stream in 4 minutes. So if you guys have any last minute questions you would like to ask me before I end the stream, please do. Please do. If you have any more questions, please ask me before I end the stream. I'm ending the stream in 3 minutes. So any last minute questions, please ask. And then I'm ending off the stream. I agree, man. I have a good day. I agree, man. Have a good day, boss. It was nice talking to you. I'll be on your next Q&A for sure. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. And please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. That would really be appreciated if you do that. Also, don't forget to join my live stream again. Don't forget to post in the chat. And please get my watch hours up. So, do you guys have any more questions before I end off the stream? Any more questions? And nothing controversial, non-political. Any more questions before I end off the stream? I got you. Thank you. I appreciate it. So, any more questions before I end off the stream? I plan on ending the stream in 2 minutes. You know, guys, I'm kind of surprised that I actually went this long with this live stream because typically I don't go this long with Q&A live streams, but really a lot of people showed up today. A lot of people wanted to ask me questions, and I do appreciate that. I do hope that happens again next week, and that would be really appreciated. So yeah, please, if you would like to join back for my next Q&A stream, please do that. That would be very much appreciated. But if you guys have any last-minute questions, please ask me before I end the stream. So if you have any last-minute questions, please ask. If you don't have any last-minute questions, I would like to thank everybody who has joined this 3,000 video special Q&A live stream 9. I really appreciate everybody joining, and I really appreciate everybody asking me questions. That was really appreciated. I hope everybody has enjoyed this Q&A live stream. I definitely enjoyed talking to all of you guys, and it's very appreciated that a lot of people decide to stick around and ask me more questions. Typically, I don't stream for this long, but thank you to everybody who sticked around and asked me more questions. That was really appreciated. So I hope everybody has enjoyed this Q&A live stream. Thank you for everybody joining. Please don't forget to please like, subscribe, and comment to my YouTube channel. Turn notifications on for all my videos. Please rejoin my streams and post in the chat. And please help me get my watch hours up. Thank you for everybody joining. I hope everybody has a great rest of their day. Bye, everybody. I'll see you guys next time. Peace. Bye, everybody. Bye. See you guys later.